Hey guys, Carl here from Skunk Machine. Today we're going to take you through the next phase of the GT 865 custom build. We've finally got our 865 big bore engine fitted to the bike. It was built by Hallam Engineering. We've now also had a Revelry motorcycle throttle body fitted, and Will and Santina from Revelry Cycles will take you through the specs.
Hey everybody, Will and Santina from Revelry Cycles in Sydney, Australia. We are here today to talk about the throttle bodies that we've contributed to this beautiful motorcycle. So a few weeks ago, Carl was nice enough to give us a call, said that he had seen our throttle bodies and was hoping to include them to pair with the 865 big bore, which we're happy to do. And once we saw the quality and the fit and the finish of the motorcycle, it was definitely a project that we wanted to be a part of.
And because Carl wanted the very best for these bikes, both from cosmetics and performance, the throttle bodies really worked out pretty well. We developed these things originally with our race program. When we first got into building bigger engines with the 650 twins, we found out pretty early that the original equipment, cylinder head and valve diameters and throttle bodies, would really only support the 865s up around 6,500 RPM, and then the flow just wasn't enough to support power any higher than that. So it really takes bigger valves, better flowing ports, and once that's solved, then you really have to have a bigger throttle body. The original equipment throttle bodies just won't do it. We tried some 36 millimeters and just couldn't get there. We ended up at a 40 millimeter throttle body with bigger valves and ports, and it just changes the personality of these 865 motors completely. It makes them smooth and torquey all the way up the RPM range and gives them a lot more power up top. And that's what these bikes are really all about. The best performance you can get all the way up.
And they're beautiful.
And they're cosmetically beautiful. They look like jewelry.
Today we're here at Maztec with Anthony Rodriguez. We'll be getting the GT 865 up on the dyno to see what results we can get from this engine build.
Hi guys, Anthony Rodriguez, you're at Horsepower Headquarters. Over the past 30 years, we've spent our entire careers setting world records in rally, racing, drag racing, circuit racing, cars, motorbikes, boats, you name it, we've pretty much had a crack at it. Most of the odd combinations that get put up, when they get to a problem they need to be solved, they find their way here. I'm basically a tuner by background. All I do is tune. We run a dyno shop in here where we take everything into consideration, all the modifications, nothing that really has a base tune, and we try and get it perfect. Okay guys, today we've got to the tuning side of this project. Andrea Hallam's supplied us with an engine that has increased cubic inches, increased airflow through the throttle body and increased airflow through the exhaust. Every engine is required to run a specific or a commanded air-fuel ratio. Now that we've changed all the air deliveries to it, what the Power Commander unit is allowing us to do is, on top of the factory ECU, make changes to the specific areas that the engine, whether it be through airflow, air speeds, but basically all the different densities in the air that we've put through the engine. And today we go through relative to throttle position and RPM. We're able to change, add or subtract fuel, basically to bring the engine back into check with the factory ECU where it would normally run out of the factory. We're lucky enough that we're able to optimize the performance of these engines now because we've got an open rein on it, and we'll basically see how good Andrew's done his job by building this engine for us, and hopefully everything will go great. We'll basically first plug into the bike, adapt the Power Commander to it, see whatever changes I want to make offline first, get it onto the dyno, start doing some tests. We then read what current we have in the air-fuel ratio, and then we make the alterations so that we're able to get the most efficient and the commanded air-fuel ratios that we want to see. Hope we get there, can't see any reason why not. Okay, there you have it. We've done our final full power stuff. We've still got a little bit of mid-range and a little bit of rideability type tuning to do. But once again, our mate Andrew Hallam at Hallam Engines, Performance Engines, has come through with the goods. Okay, so what we have here, this is the dynamometer readout. Basically, we have a horsepower line, which is relative to that scale, and we have a torque curve that's relative to that scale. Regardless of the peak or trough in the graph, the main result is the curves that we see. Now that's got a very linear horsepower curve because as a result of this dead flat torque curve that it has, basically making very similar efficiency all the way from 3,000 through to 6,500. This will make this bike with the added cubic inches a very rideable, very torquey bike. It'll be very punchy from the get-go, and it'll hold it all the way through to a red line. So guys, I guess well done.
The whole team that's worked on this bike has been absolutely incredible, and they've all delivered. So with 76 horsepower as a starting point, there's a little bit more tuning to do. We might just get close to that 80. What do you reckon?
I reckon we'll give it a crack.
Yep, so thanks to Andrew and Charlie Hallam. They've absolutely done a stunning job on the bike, and we'll post up some results very soon.
We're here tonight to unveil literally a masterpiece. It's been 2 years in the making that Carl has waved his magic wand over. There was a few hiccups along the way, as Carl will tell you. Tonight is all about Carl and the Cerra GT 865.
What I'll do is I'll take the covers off and show it to you. I don't want to ramble on for too long, but we can ask some questions, and everyone's asking where is it, and it's here. So. First of all, the Conti GT was the donor bike. It's pretty much had everything changed. We've got a custom front end, so a custom set of triple trees that I've designed and machined on our CNC centre. And we're using GSXR 600 front forks of a 2015 model. We've gone from 18-inch rims down to 17. The engine was a 650, 865 now, built by Hallam Engineering. SC Projects gave us the slip-ons, custom header pipes. We've got pretty much everything's changed on this thing. We've got 40 mil throttle bodies from Rebel Recycles just to get the thing to breathe. The intention was to create an 80s retro but modern bike, so hopefully I've hit that nail on the head.